Yo, what is up? Welcome into the show. You know what it is. Brand new edition of Sentell live on Facebook. February 1st, which means you know what that means. It's Black History Month. So, when I am black, so I feel it important that I say it is Black History Month. A chance to reflect and look back on your history as well as the present and move into the future. So, I always think it's important and a big deal to celebrate Black History Month. So, February 1st, welcome. Big show today. Obviously, we're going to talk about Super Bowl 52. New England making their 8th appearance, which is just ridiculous. In the Brady-Belichick era, taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Second Super Bowl appearance. And coincidentally, their first Super Bowl appearance, they played the Patriots. So the more things change, the more they stay the same. But before we go on a little further, let me introduce you to my co-host. To my left, Wentz Words is back again. And to my right, the one and only Buck Thomas is in the building.
Yes.
You know, I specifically picked these guys for my guest today because, you know, they have a lot of insight to offer, but they all know these teams kind of intimately. The Eagles obviously are in the NFC East, which is the same division your team resides in, so you see them twice a year. He's a Tennessee Titans fan. They played the Patriots in the divisional round of the AFC playoffs, so he has some insight to the New England Patriots. We're going to talk about some other things other than Super Bowl. We're going to talk about some NBA news, a little bit more NFL news that's not involved in the Super Bowl. We're going to talk about the top quarterbacks in this year's NFL draft. We may touch on a few other things as well, but we're going to mainly focus on the Super Bowl, obviously. So before we get into the show, let me turn to my left. Ask my guest co-host how they doing today. How you doing this evening, sir?
Blessed.
What's the song? How to say?
Blessed. I mean, you know, they complain. It does me no good.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you water. Okay. How you doing?
I'm gonna keep the thing going. I'm blessed, highly favored, living under grace and loving it.
Oh, I love this damn.
I have the power inside of me.
I feel like it's a warm blanket over me right now. I feel like it's a warm blanket. I feel like it's a warm blanket.
I don't hook up now.
Let's see, y'all. I want to start with this. We're gonna get into the Super Bowl in just a few minutes. We're gonna get into the particulars, break down the thing, wall to wall, you know how we do. But I want to start with this. It's not really a rant. There's a report out, you know, this summer that my man LBJ is a free agent, gonna opt out of his contract. We pretty much know that he's gonna opt out of his contract. You know, we've heard that he's willing to talk to the Houston Rockets, even the Boston Celtics, LA Lakers, who I think would be the destination. But a report came out today. There's a report out today that he would even listen to the Warriors. Now, keep in mind, I don't believe this. I think this is just a ploy by LeBron and his people to kind of put pressure on Cleveland to kind of do something with this damn roster that is absolutely pathetic right now.
Pathetic.
But in my mind, I can't see this happening. But listen. If it does, if it were to happen, if he even went to go see them, you think what I said about Kevin Durant was bad? You think the fury that I rained down on Kevin Durant was something? Let LeBron James even talk to the Warriors. The thing that I would say to this man on this program, I would have to go to church every day for the next for the rest of my existence if this man even think about talking to Golden State and dare not sign with them. I think it's all the rules again, but just, I'm sure you heard this story. Just the first thing that ran in your mind when you heard the thought of LeBron actually going to go to the Warriors.
I'm about to literally shave the rest of his head off. Like that dude, all you see is he's starting to look more like a blow pop, like Kevin Durant, old sucker, man. I mean, for real, man. LeBron is the best player in the world. Now, don't get me wrong. He don't have the pieces around him, to be honest with you, I'll be surprised he can make it out the first round this. I'll be surprised because the Celtics are looking good. A team that I'm very keen on. A lot of people, I don't know if they've been paying attention to them, but the 76ers, they're not there yet. But that's a team on the rise, man. I really like it. But right now, LeBron's really he really made himself look really he made himself look really cowardly, man. You just want to join, the winning team. You know what I'm saying? Like Kevin Durant did. I just can't.
I'm gonna turn to you because I think you are somewhat of a LeBron hater.
Damn.
So it was just add views. It was just I can't defend any of this. Like I said, I think it's not gonna happen. But your thoughts when you initially heard this?
Don't say I'm a LeBron hater.
Okay.
He's got to catch Jordan some type of way. So he's got to catch Jordan some type of way. I don't think he will go. That's a possibility because anything will happen in the NBA. Anything will happen. And he put everybody talking about Cleveland had a horrible team, but I think he put that team together. Yeah, he put that team together. That's what he did. I don't think he's gone, but so it's back it's in his mind that hey, all the other players are joining. He did it once. He might do it again.
I think if he do join up with a team, I don't think me personally, I'm like you. LeBron just doing it just to in a way, trying to make the Cavaliers, push them to make some moves. Or I honestly think he's just doing it just publicity. To be honest with you, just saying that because I can't not see him going to Golden State.
I can't rationalize.
We'll see how the All-Star game goes.
He's not living that either.
You know what I'm saying? He, did it with the Olympics. When they played together at the Olympics, he made that choice to go to Miami and get that team, put that team together. But I don't think he will leave the East because the West is so competitive.
It's too deep.
And I still think that Cleveland's still going to be around in the playoffs. Even though that team looked horrible, even though you say I'm a hater on LeBron James, I give him credit. The only time I hate on LeBron James was these idiots try to compare him with Jordan. Sometimes you'll do that.
I
can't do that. So that's the only time I really hate on LeBron. But he's
give LeBron a Scottie Pippen. He'll have seat for him too.
Hey,
the top 50. Come on.
I don't think so.
I love Jordan.
The style of game, but everybody say that with LeBron, but it's
I don't see. That's why I don't compare those two. Because I don't compare the era because they're two different type of players. Yeah. I think I've always said Jordan to go, and I love LeBron. I'll tell you, he's check face. I see this guy. He's not better than Jordan, but he's the best thing since Jordan. And I will put that against anybody. No Kobe hate or none of that. He's just a better basketball player.
Kobe's not. If you're going to compare LeBron to somebody, Magic Johnson is the perfect comparison. That's the perfect comparison.
Yeah, Magic.
You got to think Kobe's game more Jordan. It's more Jordan,
but I go by killer instinct. So it's a lot of players that have talent that even make it to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? It's about their work ethic and the killer instinct that I want the basketball when the game is on the line. And I see LeBron shy away from that. I see him get off in the first and third quarter, but when it comes to the fourth quarter, what are you? And that's my biggest question. Even everybody hate on KD, and KD wanted that ball when he won a championship. He got MVP, and he was the best player on that championship team last year, and he wanted the ball in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
He couldn't get the ball in the fourth quarter when he was at OKC. And we
We're not ready. We're not going to talk about my boy Russell. We're not going to talk
Hold on. So you saying that, but at the same time, that's not take away that incredible defense. Andre Iguodala played on KD, and I mean, he played KD in that series. But how did you give up a 3-1 lead in the series?
Oh, that's when we talk about the Clippers, we're gonna talk about how great they was when they gave up a 3-1 lead to Houston. It happens.
Clippers they never even made it to the Western Conference Finals, man.
But that year, 2015, they was one of the best teams, and everybody thought they was going to be there. And they had a 3-1 lead.
I agree.
You should be in television because we brought the Clippers. He brought the Clippers. This man should be in TV. That's why I'm going. I'm about to get to the Clippers in a few minutes. He just went right there. This man should be in TV. Come on, you have a career. You might have a career. And segue, and I want to talk about this trade. I mean, I have. I feel bad for Blake Griffin. So if you didn't hear, Blake Griffin got traded to Detroit Pistons. The Clippers get Tobias Harris, Avery Bradley, Boban Bogdanovic, a former Spur, and a first-round pick in 18 and a second-round pick in 2019. I just feel bad for Blake Griffin.
Yeah, but it's gold now, man.
They spent all summer.
It's gold, man.
They spent all summer making this man the priority. We're going to build a team around you. We're going to get rid of Chris Paul. It's your team. You're going to be the face. You're going to be in LA, Hollywood. You the man. And they shipped them off to purgatory. They shipped them off to damn Detroit Pistons.
Motor City.
They got him locked up for 5 years. This man is locked up for 5 years, stuck in Detroit. Can't go. They guarantee where you go. He can't go nowhere. They got his rights. They can't. I mean,
I didn't think his contract was going.
That's my point. They signed to this big ass extension in the offseason, pay him max dollars, 6-year deal. Now he's stuck. 5-year deal. Now he's stuck in Detroit. Boy, it's just.
But who do you think had the best deal?
That's what. To me, I think the Clippers did. Ooh. Yeah, because they're not winning. You're not winning a championship, Blake Griffin. You're not winning the team as presently constructed. So go ahead now. Let's have some serviceable pieces that can keep us around. You're not beating these top teams with this team they have right now. Let's go ahead and get a first-round pick. Let's go ahead and get a second-round pick. You got a young Tobias Harris, who's a nice player. Avery Bradley's a nice young player. And now you ain't got 20. Now you ain't got $20 million tied to a guy who's not really a superstar, which is why I really want to talk about this, because let's talk about Blake Griffin in general. What is Blake Griffin? I don't see him as a superstar. I think he's a second-tier player. I think he's a star, but I definitely don't see superstar potential. And I think the Clippers seen that. We're like, why are we going to pay a guy max money supposed to be a 7th or 8th and not even be in the playoffs? We can just get rid of him and still be a 7th or 8th seed with way less talent and way less money.
I think you're putting Blake Griffin and the Clippers, there was the Braves when they first started out. They was in LA for 34 years. Yeah. People don't realize they were the laughing stock of the franchise. When Blake Griffin got there, and they got CP3, and they got Drummond, Blake Griffin was the face of that franchise. They became Lob City. So he brought something there. He's a 5-time All-Star. He averaged about 21, 8, and about 4 assists. So he's a really good player. He's a good player. He's a good player. But then also, CP3 came there. He didn't play his best. I think he's playing his best ball now. And Drummond, he is what he is.
In Detroit.
It is funny. That's same people. I'm thinking about Drummond because I'm looking at. I think Griffin. If you look at it, he's going to the East. When Blake was there, everybody forget how tough the West is. Maybe you put the Clippers in the East, they make it to the championship. But in the West,
that's still a cop-out.
Golden State, Houston, San Antonio. So I'm not saying it's a cop-out, but they had really, really good teams there. And is Doc Rivers really that great of a coach?
I think he's so overrated.
That's what I'm saying. He won 1 championship. He had a team that was stacked.
I think
he had a team that was stacked. So I think with Griffin going to Detroit in the East, and they keep that team together. They got Stanley, They got Drummond, you know.
Like Reese Jackson. I mean,
they got pieces, and he come in there, and we're talking about the East.
I
think right now they can come and make the playoffs.
Oh, they definitely gonna make the playoffs with Blake Griffin. Your thoughts on Blake Griffin as a player? What Clippers never lived up to the expectations that we had set for Lob City. They never did anything. They never made the West Conference Finals. They blew 3-1 against Houston.
They had Bob McAdoo back when they had the Braves. They still didn't make it. We're like surprised that they didn't make the Western Championship. Like, you know, they never had.
I feel you, but this to me is a disappointing era for the Clippers.
Oh, very, very. I mean, think about the kind of time he missed a lot of action.
And he's been hurt a lot. Bring that up.
So I mean, that's one of the problems. Like, I mean. Honestly, I like Blake, great dunker, but superstar, no. He's not a superstar. I mean, I don't think anybody have him in the MVP candidate every year. So, all-star, he's a, dunker. That's it. But other than that.
So we're saying that now, okay, so Blake Griffin's gone for the Clippers. You think the Clippers make the playoff?
I think they got a chance to be an 8 seed. What's that matter? They like hanging around, hovering around 7.
I don't think they make the playoffs.
The bottom of that West is not as good as we thought it was gonna be this year. I thought some teams would be a lot different.
Yeah.
I thought Denver would be a lot better. They're not as good as I thought they would be. Trailblazers have taken a step back, obviously. But the bottom, I think it still can get an 8 seed. I mean, it doesn't matter if you make playoffs or not. I mean, you're not winning anything with this roster.
I understand that because you got the Warriors. You got some great teams over there. So you got Houston. So we know they were going to make the Western Conference Championship.
So that's why.
What I'm saying though is that he was a 5-time.
He's a good player.
He's a really good. Out of 8 years that he was there, 6 years they made the playoffs. When before, I think they was a 500 team. They about out of their whole career, they was in LA for 34 years.
I think they only had a couple. That was Elton Brand. Elton Brand took 1 year.
I think 3 times. That's the only time.
I mean, it's the best era of Clipper basketball, but to me, they underachieved. I mean, you got Chris Paul, you got Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, one of the best big defensive big man in the league. I mean, I at least get to the Western Conference Final.
Yeah.
The winning championship would have been like, yeah, that's great for them. But to get to the Western Conference Final with the team, and so I'm very disappointed in overall.
I think in 2006 and 2007, Sports Illustrated had Clippers fans on. The Fun Sports Illustrated said the worst franchise ever.
You want to give credit for changing the landscape, changing the culture. Yeah, we'll give you credit for that. But after a certain amount of time, you got to start putting some jewelry on, some fingers and some stuff like that to be great.
So we're only named 3 players. So is CP3 great?
Come on, man. CP3 is a great point guard.
So we're not gonna put some of that against.
Oh, absolutely. We gotta put some on. Absolutely. But I always tend to go to the big man because this is the big stud. Chris Paul is a freaking 6-foot point guard. I mean, he can only do so much. This is the guy who's failed in big games, who came up short. Draymond Green basically made this guy his. I can't say the word. It's a family program. So family program. I can't say the word I want to say. But he's shrunk in some big moments. I think Chris Paul played the best he could in games. I mean, he's physically allowed to play in his stature. Blake Griffin seemed to disappear. But Blake Griffin goes to Detroit, purgatory for the next 5 years. I think Stan Van Gundy can get alive if he doesn't get hurt. He stays hurt alive. Another big trade, but it's in the NFL that got a lot of attention. Alex Smith was traded to the Washington Redskins. KC in the stands got a cornerback named Kendall Fuller, who was graded out the highest rated nickel cornerback in the league. And then they also got a 3rd-round pick for Alex Smith. Your initial thoughts on Alex Smith going to Washington? I'm gonna get deep in a minute, but your initial thoughts.
Man, it caught me by surprise. I knew that he was going. I mean, we all knew he was out
of the door.
But now it's like, okay, he got his home now. What about Cousins? Because we all know that. Okay,
next step.
They're sick and tired of franchise tagging you now, so you're out of there. It surprised the hell out of me, but at the same time, I do feel like Adam Smith is a better quarterback than Kirk Cousins. I do feel like he's a better quarterback than Kirk Cousins. But it's not like it's a big upgrade. I'm just saying he's better than Kirk Cousins, but it's not a big upgrade. But it's surprising, and the money that he got. That what surprised me the most. That's what surprised me the most. The money that he got was like, what the hell were y'all thinking, Dan Snyder? Y'all really gave like what was like 71 million guaranteed or something?
71 guaranteed. So it's 94 total with 71 guaranteed.
What the
So your initial so as your division.
How old is my
34.
34.
That's what I'm gonna say. Once again, Andy Reid has fleeced the Washington Redskins. He did it with Donovan McNabb. I think got a what second round or first round pick. I gotta look it up, but he did the same thing. Donovan McNabb was 35 years old.
Past his prime.
Alex Smith is 34 years old. Kirk Cousins, I think, is 29. The same amount of money that they gave Alex Smith, they turned down last year to Kirk Cousins.
That's on
Daniel Snyder is an idiot. He got fleeced. I'm trying to figure out what do Andy Reid have on him, because this is the second time he's fleeced.
Got him.
They got a real good corner, a slot corner.
Great number one rated cornerback.
A slot corner.
If I'm mistaken, he was the higher. Somebody was telling me he's the highest rated Redskin cornerback.
Yeah, he graded out the highest.
But the key thing is he's a slot corner, and that's what you need over there.
Yeah,
they're gonna be New England. They're gonna compete with New England. So you got to this again. And then they got Pat Mahomes. So eventually, he was gone in.
Yeah,
he was gone anyway because they
wasn't gonna sign as they were gonna cut him, so you could have got him for half the time.
So Mahomes, Mahomes is gonna be
the
quarterback.
Yes,
because they drafted him. He was the fourth, overall
top 10
and
pick.
so he was gonna be the starter. So once again, Washington got fleeced, and that's the only thing I gotta say about that. And then they improved their defense. So Washington, Kirk Cousins is gone, but I tell you what, Washington will be doing. They will draft a quarterback in the first round.
You think they're gonna draft a quarterback first round?
Cousins is gone. Alex Smith is there. He's 34, so they're gonna bring a young quarterback in to room him up.
I'm gonna tell you why I can't say it, because he signed to a 4-year stint. So you banking that Alex Smith gonna be, but you signed him to a 4-year extension. You believe he's gonna be here at least 3 years. So don't need to send a quarterback for 3 years. First round quarterback, he gonna want to play. So
here first. Washington Redskins will draft them a quarterback.
I hear you.
I think they will draft him, but it's not gonna happen in the first round.
Because what pick Washington got? Washington is what?
They got a high pick. It was 79, so you pick a top 15 pick. I can't say quarterback.
Then the quarterback this year, like,
I can't see it. Yeah. You basically committed that Smith. You 71 guaranteed. That's 3. You basically committed 3 years to Alex Smith. This is my guy for 3 years. That's what you just said. We this guy for 3 years.
They're gonna get him a young quarterback to room.
I just can't see you waste. You need so many more pieces to ride Alex Smith to make this be successful. You basically wasted. You already gave away a third, so you would have been wasting a quarterback who's not gonna play. Now you don't have a second round pick, so you need more holes to fill in this team. But this trade is just. You said the word just please, and I'm like you. The trade didn't bother me. It's the fact that when they gave this guy $94 million, $71 million guaranteed. That's $23.5 million per season.
Yeah, per season.
But let me give you these numbers, because I I'm a numbers guy. I like the numbers. So Kirk Cousins been starting the league for 3 years. So 3 years. Alex Smith, Kirk Cousins. These are the numbers. Kirk Cousins in 3 years has started 81 TDs. He's averaged 4,300 yards passing. Now he averaged 12 interceptions a year, which is kind of high. He's completed 67% in those 3 years. It only went 24 and 23 and 1. So it's not winning much, but I think Kansas City team better than Washington. But those are his numbers. Alex Smith at the same time, meanwhile, 61 TDs, 3,600 yards, and only averaged 16 interceptions. He doesn't put the ball on the field. He doesn't take a lot of chances. 31-15 win record. But the point I'm making is, Kirk Cousins is slightly better than Alex Smith, and he's 29, and you gave this guy
the same amount of money.
I just don't understand.
Once again, the same amount of money that you did not
give Kirk. The same thing he wanted like the same thing last year. Now we know why they went ahead and made a deal, because if they had a franchise Kirk Cousins this year, they had to pay him $34 million, which is absolutely absurd. It would have tied your team up in so many knots you couldn't do anything. But this trade was better than me, because I'm like, they're gonna cut Alex Smith. They have Pat Mahomes. they're just gonna cut him. You could have got him for way less money after you get cut, because nobody's gonna pay. Nobody risking would pay Alex Smith $23 million.
My thing is like, why even go after Alex Smith? Because you gotta think about it. Minnesota got 3 quarterbacks.
I think they like. I mean,
3 quarterbacks. They're gonna have to do something with it.
I think they like Alex Smith.
Bridgewater,
Keenum, and Bradford. I think Alex Smith is better than those guys.
You think Alex Smith?
I think he's better than those guys. I'm not gonna disrespect. He's better than those guys.
Well, what I'm saying though, man, you just gave the numbers, man.
Case Keenum had one good season. Bradford had his ups and downs. Teddy Bridgewater really hasn't seen that much. Well, I think Teddy ain't going nowhere. Case Keenum, I think he out of there. Bradford, we know he out of there.
But I'm saying with that happening, the dominoes that fell. And I think if you look at some of the quarter, right there in Minnesota, you had a serviceable quarterback, because that's basically what Alex Smith is going to be with Washington. A serviceable quarterback.
I think we all agree this is kind of insane and just crazy that Alex Smith got the kind of money. And the Redskins just show you 2 things: the lack of respect they had for Kirk Cousins from the jump. They never believed in this guy at all. They franchised him twice. Then they traded him for a guy who's not, in many people's eyes, is either the same or Kirk Cousins but better. He's 5 years younger. I just don't understand it. We had a question. The Clippers failures, are they more on Doc as a GM or Blake Griffin?
Can I answer that?
Go ahead.
Doc as a GM.
He signed his son.
Doc as a GM.
I think that is not. That's maybe the end of it, y'all.
He signed his son.
That can't be the end.
Doc as a GM. I mean, really more like Doc was a coach and a GM. I mean, it's Doc all around. I blame Doc. I blame Doc, especially like when you had like so much.
You got Jerry West out there as a consultant also for him, so this is the West. It's the West, man. The West is so competitive. I think that's what everybody knows. The West is so competitive, and what the Warriors are doing,
Well, they broke the mold. San Antonio's been good for years. But before the Warriors were the actual Warriors, the Clippers was already in place. Yeah. So I feel like they underachieved in those couple of years. They had that window to actually win some chips.
They lost second round. 2014 they lost the second round to OKC. Everybody had them over OKC and they lost.
Yeah, they had failures. I mean, they had big time massive failures. So do you believe it's Doc as a GM?
Yeah, but to never make it to a Western Conference Final. But that team that had that talent.
That's the fatal flaw right there.
Yeah. I mean, after really, if you look at it after the top 3, Griffin, Jordan,
but that's what you
who else?
Man, that's 3 guys. You had some good players. You had Jamal Crawford. I mean, you had some guys, man.
I got one for you. Kevin Garnett, Wallace Zuriak, and Latrell Sprewell led the Minnesota Timberwolves to Western Conference Final. If they could come on, they had Sam Cassell.
How good was the West then?
The West it's not talented, but it's always been better.
The Lakers, the East. Shaq was still, Shaq was still there when that time. Yeah, Shaq was still there. I think that's the Shaq was still there, and San Antonio.
Well, the West wasn't that.
It was still better than the East.
It was better than the
East. The East has been bad since Jordan left. I mean, it has. I mean, let's keep it 100.
You haven't had that dominant team winning out the East like that. You know what I'm saying? It's always been at San Antonio or LA.
Yeah, you keep a dynasty in the NBA. That's why people keep with this parity crap. They've been parity in the NBA. It's always been dynasties, best dominant teams. So the super team stuff ain't never. It's different because the players are picking their way to go to these teams as opposed to being drafted. But super teams have been around the NBA. Get the history book out. Super teams. I told you about the 80s. The damn Celtics and Lakers either made the finals 9 times. Okay, so let's stop this now. Say, hey, the reason why you're here. Let's get to why we coming. Super Bowl 52. It's in Minnesota. It's freaking cold in Minnesota. We all know it's cold in Minnesota. But they got an indoor stadium, so it's nice. Okay. Got the Eagles. And the Pats. Both teams were 13-3 in the regular season. and coincidentally, both teams with the 1 seed. This don't happen often. This is the 13th matchup of 1 seeds after getting the Super Bowl. It had happened 12 previous occasions. The NFC is actually 8-4 against the AFC, so that won't factor in some of y'all decisions. The last time it happened was Denver and the Carolina Panthers a couple years ago. We all know how that turned out. Philly beat Minnesota to get here 38-7 in a dominating performance in the NFC Championship game. And the Pats had to come back late to beat the Jaguars in 24-20. Really, really good contest. Your initial thoughts on Pats, Eagles, and we'll go from there.
It's going to be a very, very interesting game. I'm more in tune to see the play of Nick Foles. I want to see how Nick Foles is going to handle that pressure and how he's going to come out and play. I honestly think that in my opinion, Nick Foles won't have a bad game. Now, I don't say he's going to have an outstanding game. I see him throwing for about, 230, 250 range, But not turning the ball, I want to see how he is. And I want to see that Eagle defense, that front seven matchup with Tom Brady. My big thing is, can they slow down? If Gronk is playing,
he's playing.
Him and Edelman and
Edelman's out.
Edelman's out. Okay,
Amendola.
That I tell people, Brady, like, if you let him and them guys eat you alive in that middle, you are not going to survive. You are not going to survive. So, if Philly can find that way to slow that down and get some pressure and make Tom, get out that pocket. If you can get Tom out that pocket, all game and just have him, what I'm saying, in a hurry and everything, you got the chance to beat him.
Initial thoughts on the matchup initially.
It's going to be in the trenches. And one thing that I look at the Eagles, and I watch New England, I watch the Eagles, and I think the Eagles are better in the trenches, especially on defense. And what causes all quarterbacks. Brady's, but mostly Brady and problems. And you can just look back at the Giants, the years they played the Giants. They've been dominant. But the Patriots, it's always been tight games, and you give it to Brady, and he pulls it out for them. But teams that can put pressure on the quarterback without blitzing. If you watch the Eagles, Schwartz doesn't blitz that much, but he's not afraid to blitz. But he doesn't blitz that much. And he rotates his ends. You got Curry, you got Graham, and you got even Long. You got a lot of defensive guys that can throw them, and they put pressure on them. And then, the offensive wise, Foles, a lot of people like, Foles is a second-tier quarterback. You give Belichick 2 weeks to prepare for him. And great quarterbacks always win. If you look at some of the teams that New England lost to in the playoffs, haven't always been great quarterbacks. Because even when he lost to when Manning beat him the first year, Manning's record was 35-20. It wasn't great. I mean, he was having a horrible year. And he picked up the last 2 games, and he kept going. That last game in the regular season against New England, that's when he caught fire. And so teams that can put pressure on Brady without blitzing. And one thing that I think that one of the key guys going to be Ertz, the tight end. And if he have to put a corner on the tight end instead of Patrick Chung, I'm thinking handle Ertz. But then Jeffries. Will Jeffries play like he played in Chicago and like he played against Minnesota? Great game. If Jeffries going to play, Foles doesn't make mistakes, and that's the key. And
that's going to be a big problem. That's going to be a big problem for New England right there. Honestly, another big thing with me, how the Eagles, how they can handle that, the Belichick adjustments and stuff. Absolutely. That's one thing I'm really looking forward to see if they can just like us playing New England. The one thing that caught my attention that I did not see coming was the no huddle that they ran. I think before the end of the first half. That caught me by surprise. I'm pretty sure it caught the Tennessee players by surprise. And it just, it wore
down the pass.
It wore down so bad. So I was just like, I can't watch this, man.
Wore down.
But it's the adjustment that they do. It's
and then what Philly's got to run. Philly against Minnesota, they aired it out. The previous game for that was conservative. Because they can run the football.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they got decent backs and they can run the football. Got a good offensive line, smart center. So it's gonna be interesting. But we'll talk about the New England Patriots. So we get real. We'll talk about the New England Patriots. You know, you talk about Belichick and Brady, and you got to give it maybe the best coach and the best player ever in the NFL. You know how hard it is to say, but you know that's just what we got to look at. And will the moment be too big for the Eagles? But then you look at the Eagles team. The core of their team been together. You know. For a good while.
Yeah, that's defense. That's special defense. You know, the Malcolm Jenkins of the world, the Brandon Graham of the world, and Fletcher Cox. They've been together for a little minute. To me, it's always just with the Patriots. They always gonna put the game in the quarterback's hand. For us defensively against offensively, they're gonna put the game in the quarterback's hand. Now, during the regular season, the Patriots was 16th against the rush. So that's middle of the pack. So they get up the run. Playoff, not so much. They gave up 101 to Jacksonville, and they held Tennessee to 65. So that's 83 yards per game in the playoffs. So they're going to make Nick Foles beat you. So they put the game in Bortles' hand 2 weeks ago in the second half, and he couldn't deliver the goods. They asked Nick Foles to do the same thing. That's why I get a little queasy, because I don't believe in Foles' goal quite like that, even though he had a hell of a performance against Minnesota. But the game to me is the Patriots going to put the game in your hand. And then you say, well, the Eagles say, well, we got number 1 rush defense in the league. That's all good. You know what? Usually when you go to the game, we can run the ball, stop the run, we're going to be fine. But, you know, you start to run New England, it really does not matter. Because if you look at the last couple of times the Patriots have been in the playoffs and Super Bowl games, doesn't matter what they run for. They ran for 46 yards against the Jacksonville Jaguars, still won the ball game. The last 2 Super Bowls, New England hadn't run the ball well, not at all. 57 rushing yards against Seattle Seahawks. Brady threw it. 50 attempts, but he put up over 300 yards and he won the game. Last year against the Falcons Super Bowl, they only had 100-yard rushing. He threw it 62 times. So you say, well, let's make it quite one-dimensional. It's the one guy you don't need to make one-dimensional. Because he can actually beat you being one-dimensional. So, you know, what do you do? I mean, they're the best at in-game adjustments. They make you play one freaking handed because they're going to put this game in Nick Foles' hand. And there's not a person out here in America, even the diehard Eagle fan will tell you, I don't know how much faith I have in Nick Foles actually because that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna put this game in Nick Foles' hands. I promise you. All the rest of that, because Eagles they were the number 4 rushing team in the league. They can run the football, but Belichick will not let you do what you want to do. He's gonna put that game in Foles' hands and let the chips fall in the league.
So my question is, do you think Foles is more accurate than Bortles? Because there was plays that Bortles left out there with some of the passes.
Yes.
They just needed first downs when they had got that big lead. And I think the brain trust of the Eagles are a little bit better than Jacksonville brain trust. So you got some veterans, you got coaches out there with Peterson, you got Schwartz has been there. So they've been there. So will they be able to make in-game adjustments? Will they be able to make adjustments at halftime? And don't be afraid. I think Jacksonville, they came out, it just made me so mad that they kept trying to run my man up the middle. That's why they could not get the ball. But get to the outside. Get to the outside. And I think they could have got to the outside, but they just kept trying to pound up the middle, trying to let the clock run.
And I say, go ahead. And I always say this, until you get in that moment, it's easy for us to say, fan, man, keep doing what you're doing. But same thing for Georgia, like I said, in that time again, when you get a lead, you just as a coach, I just want to get home. Yeah. Can we just get home fast as we can without trying to win the game? And it happens. You just get caught, but you know, either for us to say, man, just keep staying aggressive. But you in that game going, man, we can run for 1 first down, and we can run for 2 first down. We can take more clock off. We can slow the game down. But it usually come back to bite you. But I mean, I understand it. But you know, Jacksonville, and then you can look at it, the New England and Jacksonville game. A couple times, New England got desperate. How many? No, they got desperate because Jacksonville. But then Jacksonville on offense, they came back. Like, okay, we're gonna 3 and out. Let our defense try to handle it. 3 and out. Let our defense try to handle it. You're not gonna do that against Brady. Yeah, because he's gonna figure you out, or you're gonna wear it out eventually because that's just how it works. But I said a couple weeks ago, I'm not gonna go back, but if the Jacksonville fans if I talked to the Jacksonville fans before that game, I told you Blake Bortles was gonna go for 290 yards, 1 TD, no picks, you would have touched that.
Yeah.
And you were up 10 in the fourth quarter. So you would have took that. So, that happened, but
he needed more.
Yeah.
He needed a little bit more, and because New England said we're gonna stop the run, like you say. So if they do that and Foles, if they come in and stop the run against Philly, he's gonna have to win the game.
Absolutely.
But then some of those receivers have to get open.
Gotta get on. Any more thoughts on this game?
Man, it's Tom terrific. You know how I feel about it.
Hey, I know what he is.
You know how I feel about the guy, but at the same time, man, I just want to see a good game. That's it, man. Good, clean, no BS calls like that. Let the guy play.
Let me get some good news to Eagle fans before we get into our pick. Let me get some good news. The last 2 Super Bowl the Patriots lost, the team from the NFC East.
I'm gonna say how many times they lost to the MCs?
At the Giants.
That's the
And the last time these 2 teams played 2015, the Eagles won the game. Now Sam Bradford was the quarterback, and a lot has changed since then. But hey, that's what you have going for you. And I do like Coach Peterson because I did not think they could move the ball against Minnesota. I picked Minnesota. I thought they would stop the run and they could not move the ball. But they found a way to attack that defense in a way they hadn't been attacked all year long. And kudos to Doug Peterson for coming to that game plan because they found a weakness in that defense that I did not see on paper. I watched this on all season, and they absolutely torched them. So, yeah, I think he's a smart guy. He can come up with something, but we're talking about Bill Belichick here. So,
the NFL.
He's going to make you play left-handed, and we all know it. You say trenches. And I like Brandon Graham. I like Fletcher Cox. I like Barnett. I like Long. I like Benny Curran. I like these guys. The guy from Florida State, like Timmy Jernigan. They can absolutely get after you. But they were only 38th in the league. They had 30 sacks, which was like the middle of the pack in the NFL. I thought they got more pressure than they had to do with it. So I'm wondering, can they get that kind of pressure? Because you remember Jacksonville in the first half, they were getting pressure. Yeah. But like you say, they run that no huddle. So by the time the third and fourth quarter comes, that pad rush is gone.
It's gone.
You can't get the figure. You suck it out. So
Belichick will find a way. Like if he sees something, he's gonna find a way to try to exploit it. Your best way, you just have to stay a step ahead of him.
Absolutely.
You got to stay a step ahead of him. I honestly think this is going to be an interesting, exciting game, though, man. It's going to be.
Well, let's get to it. You can digest a little bit more, but let's get to the predictions, score, on what you think the outcome of the game going to be. Who will horse that Lombardi Trophy on Sunday night?
I thought everything that we said about the Eagles, New England. Possibly 31-24.
31-24. So.
Man, I'm gonna take New England. 24-14.
24-14. So.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go. You look at these Patriots wins. He kind of got into it. 3-point win, 3-point win, 3-point win, 4-point win, and last year overtime by 6. So these games are generally typically close. Everybody, the Philadelphia Eagles players are going to hear all week that they have no chance. How do you beat these guys? So absolutely they're going to come out with their hair on fire. But at the end of the day, there's no way in good conscience. Now, let me say this before I get my pick. Nobody thought the Giants were going to beat them either. Especially the first time. Now, the second time we did, we were like, okay, they got something, they know somebody. But the first time, no one gave the Giants no shot that first time. And they gotta win. But this is legacy right now. I mean, these guys going for 6. I mean, they playing their 8th championship. I mean, it's just unbelievable. They get Gronk back. Yeah. I mean, that just changes everything. Now you got to defend him, and you got the fans got Cooks on it. You got Amendola been unbelievable the first 2 playoff games. He's just been uncoverable. Yes. Deion Lewis, Dane White just seen the show every postseason. He don't play all year. He don't play good. He's going touchdown. So
that what pissed me off when I was playing. I was like, what the hell did he go? Like, I hadn't seen him game now. Like one time, but he just also just showed up. I mean, it just threw. It just threw you for a loop. Cause I mean, the guy just unbelievable, man. The guy's a hell of a damn football player when he's on the field. But,
And then the postseason, New England doesn't. They gave up 30 points 3 times in the Belichick Brady era on defense. They only gave up 33 times. Eagles won't get the 30 this time. I think the Patriots do get the 30, but it's hard for me to go outside of 3 points because I've seen these 3-point games. But I'm gonna flip it up a little bit. I'm gonna be disrespectful because Nick Foles had that good game, but he's due for one of those 150 yards passing 2 interception games. And I think it comes Sunday. I think the Patriots win handily. I think I'm going 31-17 pass win Super Bowl 52. So we all pick the Patriots. So with that, I open up the phone line because I know that stirred up some cages.
Yeah.
864-378-5943, 378-5943. If you want to talk about obviously the Super Bowl, we can talk about Blake Griffin in Detroit. The Brian rumors to Golden State, Alex Smith to Washington. Anything you want to cover in that, lines are open. We'll continue to ramble on a little bit. So while we wait on phone calls, 37. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Knew that was coming. Yo, caller, where you calling from? What's your name? What's up, man?
Man, you very disrespectful.
Say the word before I say it. Go ahead.
You and your team is very disrespectful, but you know, all that is must come to an end.
Mm-hmm. It ain't gonna happen Sunday.
It's gotta be a sort of new era. The Yankees fail eventually, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to throw the numbers out there. We put 30 up on Washington.
Mm-hmm.
First week, one of the best secondaries in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Another 28 on Carolina, 50 on Denver. You know what's going on.
Let me stop you right there because you know because that's what I was gonna get to because I got one I really like. Carson Wentz was your starting quarterback, putting the number. He was the MVP of the league. Go ahead.
And look forward to that 38. Of course, we all know that. But the key to this thing is run, pass, option. How disciplined is your defense gonna be? They're gonna bite for the run or cover for the pass. Stephon Gilmore has been a no-show all year at quarterback. Until that last year against Jacksonville. Okay, Brady, you get him out the pocket like you said. He's not the same guy. We know Brock was going to play. Everybody knew Brock was going to play. But I'm telling y'all this. 17-14. Fly, Eagles, fly.
All right. Appreciate it, homie.
If y'all only score 17 points, you're not going to beat the Patriots.
You're not gonna beat.
You don't have it. You have a good defense, but you don't have the Giants defense. You don't have a Seattle Seahawks type defense. You don't have that kind of defense. That's a really good defense. It's a bend but don't break type defense. I'm like you. You score 17, you're not winning.
You're not gonna win the game.
You're going to turn Brady over twice.
You may turn him over twice, I think.
He threw 2 picks last year. He threw a pick 6. And still want to know. I mean, it's
and then against Jacksonville, how many?
I don't think
One. Yeah, he turned it over against Jacksonville. He threw a pick against Jacksonville.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
What
What did he?
Yeah, he had a pick and a fumble.
Yeah, fumble.
He had a pick, but Lewis had a fumble. So they had 2 turnovers.
But they have. I'm trying to say that it's a nice possible, man. Like,
That's why they play the game.
Absolutely. And anything can happen.
I just got to. If Wentz was playing, I would have took Philadelphia.
If Wentz was playing, I would give a whole lot more respect.
But and I'm wrong. Nick Foles, he had his shining moment. That's what's up. It's about time for him to go back to the pine. You know, after what Brady about to do to him, you know what? I'm gonna raise mine. I'm gonna go ahead just because you called on him to come out for 17-14. I'm about to get this couple right now.
Oh no.
35-10. I'm going 35-10. You know what I'm saying? And that last touchdown probably ain't coming to the damn fourth quarter here when Tom Brady got his Super Bowl hat on. You know what, man? Like, I can't.
Hey, you still there?
My coach took 2 weeks to prepare also.
I agree. I like your coach. Look, man, this is not about this for the Eagles. This is about the greatness of the Patriots. You got to see it to believe it. I got to see it to believe it. I think the Atlanta Falcons team was better than the Eagles last year. I think the Seattle Seahawks team definitely was better than the Eagles this year. That's all I'm saying. I mean, what do you want from me?
Break the real fall.
Okay. I mean, I was had the foresight to pick that game, but I'm not an Eagles fan, so Good luck to you on Sunday. Thanks for calling in, bro. 864-378-5943. 864-378-5993. I mean, look, of course, you Eagle fans guys should have confidence. You should believe in your team. Absolutely. But we have 18 years of data over here. 18 years of data. There's 2 Super Bowl losses, and it took one of the most improbable catches to win the first one to beat them. Yes. And then the second one, it took an improbable throw to beat them, and then it took Brady missing a throw to beat them. So, I mean, it takes so much that you gotta stick a steak knife through your guy's heart to kill him. So
that one mistake.
And trust me, my heart is with the Eagles.
Yeah, you want the
because I want the Eagles.
Exactly.
So the NFC East to get number 13, but my mind is like, don't be a dummy.
Caller, where you calling from? What's your name?
Yeah, this is Matt calling from Georgia.
What? What's up? You got a question or a comment?
Yeah, I got a criticism for statements y'all been making, blasphemous statements y'all been making.
What's so blasphemous about us picking the Patriots who won 5 Super Bowls and been to 8?
You said you got to put a 30 to beat them Patriots, but okay, so before the NFC Championship, which defense would you take? The Patriots defense or the Vikings defense?
Oh, Patriots.
Playoff time. Come on, man. Playoff time.
Patriots.
That's when they step up.
People don't realize Belichick is a defensive coordinator.
Yeah, see, because you go out statistically, yeah, man, it's only the #1 defense league. But as I told you, from week 5 to week 16, the Patriots had the #1 scoring defense in the league.
Yes. You can't run the ball against them. And hell, what's the name?
Y'all forget about that.
Who that?
The Eagles.
I just discussed that the Eagles had the one of the best rush defense in the league. I just told you the one guy that doesn't matter who doesn't need a running game is Tom Brady.
What we still talking about this?
You know who they remind me of? The New York Giants when they had O.C.U. McGraw.
I see the similarities. I see the similarities. Justin Tuck. I see the similarities. It would surprise me if they get to them early and sack them and rattle them. Yes, because they're going to come out fired up because people have told them all week they have no chance. I mean, would I be shocked that they won? No, it's the NFL. They can beat the Patriots. But I'm going off data that tells me.
What happened to Atlanta Falcons last year is that they defense got tired and went on the field. Our defense too deep.
No, they stopped running the football.
Yeah, exactly.
Atlanta stopped running the football.
That had 6 rushing attempts in the whole second half, which is inexcusable. Inexcusable.
They went away with helping them out.
I mean, you got a deep rotation D-line, but at the end of the day, if a guy back that throw the ball 50 times a game and he's running hurry up, everybody get tired, bro. Everybody eventually going to get tired. The only way it doesn't happen if you sustain and drive. But if you going 3 and out and they're on the field, you will get tired.
Oh, yeah.
And I understand this.
Okay.
You can't turn the football over against New England.
Okay.
And I see some turnovers in Nick Foles.
And you, I mean, you're an Eagles fan, so I mean, I get it. You're supposed to support and be behind your team 100%. But if I told you coming into the season, you would have Nick Foles and playing against Tom Brady, you bet your money with who?
I don't think that money with the Eagles because y'all forget, okay.
You don't believe in that?
Sorry as justice, a coach who nobody could be successful with. But you remember when he started with us, he went 27-2, 27 touchdowns.
With 2 different offenses.
One season.
One season. Yeah, one good season.
What you mean? Doug Peterson is a great coach.
I'm not saying that you try to give me stat from 2012. I just see a lot of quarterbacks come and go have one good season, then turn to nothing after that. He's been a backup since then. He's so great. Why has he been a backup since then?
Just the system that he was in.
So you just think the system was the reason why you.
Oh, no, they gave him a nice contract to sit down the bench.
Okay, if you want to get with it, Belichick is a better coach than Tom Brady as a quarterback. Because when Tom Brady went down for that whole year, he had Matt Castle go 11-5. Matt Castle, who couldn't get.
Oh, talking about. Then he also had Randy Moss.
They had a really good team. That team also didn't make playoffs.
Exactly.
Matt Castle.
They didn't make playoffs. And
guess what? They went 11-5 and didn't make the playoffs.
And the Ravens had to win, and they had 11-5 record. If still didn't make the playoffs, but still they won 11-5 with Matt Castle.
You give me 1 year of data, and this man Tom Brady been starting since 15 years in the league. They won to 12 conference championships and 8 Super Bowls, and that's facts. I don't know what you want me to tell you. You mad we didn't pick the Eagles? The whole world probably ain't picking the Eagles.
I don't know about that.
No, I'm just saying we're gonna be the majority on this because you can't bet against Tom Brady. I see your point. We made valid argument why the Eagles can win. We just picked the Patriots.
Like I said, it's in my heart. NFC East, 13th Super Bowl.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You go out there, you can shut the whole damn world up. You go, I'll be back on here Monday. You can shut me up. Hey, that's how you do it. You go out there and do it. And I'll be the first one to clap your hands and say, congratulations, Nick Foles, you were the better man on Sunday. But I gotta see it.
Okay, good. That's what's
up. All right, appreciate the call, man. Hey, these Eagle fans sensitive.
They always been mean.
I didn't know they were so sensitive. I didn't know they were so sensitive, man. 378-5943, talking about Super Bowl 52. Like, I mean, again.
I don't understand how hard it is for me to pick the Patriots. They understand how hard it is.
It's just, you know, you want to be rooting for your team. You want your team to win.
Absolutely.
But I mean, that's like, you know, sometimes you can't just bet with this. You gotta bet with this. You know what I'm saying?
And I thought that Jacksonville would present a greater challenge, and they did. They did about all they could do. They quarterback played as well as he could play.
Right.
They defense played as well as they could play, and they still lost.
Exactly.
They still
and
lost.
then I'm like, they look like the better team.
Exactly.
Always
through that, and they
the
lost.
better team.
And they lost.
I mean, that first quarter, you can tell me like that was like probably the best quarter I have ever seen. I'm dead serious. I mean, like Leonard Fournette running the ball like that. I mean, and the play action, like Mike Bortles does. To me, right now, just seeing what he did with that play action, like the best play action quarterback. Like, it's surprised the hell out of the way he was just. I mean,
once they stopped that run, it was over.
It was over
because they had,
now he had to make. I mean, he missed some easy outs.
Easy throws.
He missed some easy throws, but he's inaccurate. That's
always been his thing. You know how you do that. You know how you do it. You start pressing, you start blitzing, put a little more pressure on. Not let him be comfortable. Because at first he was very comfortable. They was running the play action. They would stand there, let him do what he want to do. Then they start sending corner business, safety business, quick, make him think quick. That's how you make bad decisions. When your decision making already bad, what you do speed up the decision making process. So now you make it worse than it was before. So. You know, Jacksonville. Look, I'm not really getting into all this nonsense about nobody. Look, let me tell you something. The referee didn't give up 30-18. They didn't give up 30-18.
And that was one, and that's
one
time that you should have been blitzing.
Backbreaker.
After Gronk is out, and Jacksonville probably the tandem at cornerback probably got the best in the league. So now Gronk is out. So hey. Put them single coverage on.
I didn't understand the strategy.
On 30-18, you cannot let Brady
sit back in that door, catch the ball across the middle. 30-18. How does that happen?
Because I had on that play, I had put on Facebook, hey, if Jacksonville win the game, who's the MVP? Church. Church was the MVP. They knocked out Gronk. Once Gronk went out, no way you do not blitz and Tom Brady.
I didn't
at that point, that time, and let your corners.
One thing that bothered me was the coverage they played. Why was Boyer playing so much off coverage? I mean, you the best in the league. Why are you 12 yards off of Brandon Cooks? I know you scatter him, but what you do to a speed receiver? You put your hands on him. They kept letting him get their 10. He ran turn around, 10-yard catch.
You got some of the fastest linebackers.
Yeah.
You got some of the fastest linebackers. So you could have been sending blitzes, and the linemen wouldn't even, because the size of Jacksonville would have been clearing out. Those linebackers who came on 30-18, you got the blitz.
I think you just, even if you ain't get, my thing is you can never get to a point where you let Brady get in a rhythm. Even if you got to start, just to get hits on them. I think teams, okay, we're Jacksonville, we're not a blitzing team. We're going to put out 4. But once you see you're not getting pressure, you can't let this guy keep completely 7, 8, 9 passing the rope. You got to start doing something just to get a hit, on. And I feel like if you have to get a personal foul here, I don't see why teams don't get more physical with him. I'll take a penalty just to get a lick on him, especially when I'm getting torched. And you call it dirty if you want to, but you can't let Brady just get back there and get comfortable.
That's why I say in church, everybody's like, damn,
that was good, that was clean hit. Anyway,
but you can't go to the head.
Yeah, you can't go to the head, but
it knocked out. Hey, 15 yards, come on.
Knock him out 15 yards, I'll take it every time.
But it's the what's the word I'm looking for? It's like the purpose of the hit and everything like that. Yeah,
you got to
have 15 yards, but at the same time, you got very wrong.
Yeah, you got to have the mentality that I'm gonna physically try to abuse you.
You gotta get physically with guys. Every time I'm gonna look behind because I'll be so physical with him, I will be so physical with that guy. Even if I get penalties, I'm gonna put my hand on him, make him uncomfortable all day. Those guys are too damn comfortable out there. They're too comfortable.
That would make me mad. I was like, Tom Brady just eating this damn middle alive right now. Like,
because a couple times that Brady, Darius broke through there. First thing Brady did.
Right. He don't like contact.
He don't like contact. So
I mean, you gotta just, I just don't let the pride get in the way and just.
And that's gonna be the key. Do Philly think Swartz gonna think because he don't like blitz. He will blitz, but he put pressure from his front.
That's right.
Will he come out of his comfort zone and say, "Okay, let me blitz"?
And as a great coaching move, but let me show something they haven't seen.
Exactly.
I mean, you go in there and say, Brady gonna figure you out by the first quarter. Like, okay, this is what they're doing. And that's how he did Atlanta last year. Now played the same defense They never came out what they played the whole game. You couldn't blame them. Early on, it was good success. But okay, what happened? The pass rush slowed down. Then we know what you ain't. Cover one robber all game. We're gonna pick this little crap apart because they ain't getting pressure now. Now I know what you're doing. So you gotta take chances, man. You gotta just risk it sometimes, man. Just do some stuff you ain't did. Yeah. Throw something they ain't seen before. But
once again, the brain trust. and Belichick, the first half I said, okay now. The second half I said, okay, Jacksonville, you play one of the great first half. The second half, what is your brain trust going to do? Because Belichick's going to make adjustments.
Absolutely.
McDaniel's going to make adjustments. They got a pretty good coaching staff.
You just got to do that thing. It'll be interesting. We'll see Super Bowl 52, Minnesota. I think kick off about 6:30. It usually is about 6:30. So, hey, tune in and watch, of course. Super Bowl. Before we get out here, one last thing we'll touch on before we go. Hall of Fame inductions will be announced on Saturday. We are down to 15 finalists. I'll give you all the finalists in just a second. And we'll, give our opinion on who we think should get in and how we think this thing should go. So Saturday, and that's the NFL honors, they give out all the awards, MVPs, Offensive Player of the Year, all that good stuff Saturday. So they announce these Saturday. This is the finalist list. Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, Adrian James, Randy Moss, Terrell Owens, John Lynch, Brian Dawkins, Everson Walls, Ty Law, Kevin Mawar, Joe Jacoby, Steve Hutchinson, and Alan Fallinger. You can only have 5. They call it current, like elects or whatever. So this is voted by the senior writers. This is the 5 eligible players they can take right now. Of course, T.O. has been on this thing 3 years, which is I think is insane. And that's what will lead to my question is: do you think this is the year that T.O. actually gets in his 3rd try?
I'm gonna say it like this. As much as I want him to get in there, I want him to get in there bad. I think that some people gonna keep him out. And honestly, if you hate T.O., you sit here and want to got something bad and say, I'm sorry, kiss my ass. The guy, I'm serious. The guy has the number. I mean, honestly, other than Randy Moss, my favorite wide receiver of all time. I mean, the guys that, what other receiver could go across the middle for 5 yards and take it to the house, 60 yards. I mean, just like that. I mean, and he was tough as hell, athletic. I mean, that's T.O., man. You know what I'm saying? The numbers back it up.
Everything about
you know what I'm saying? And I hope he gets there, man. He deserves it.
T.O. should be in, but he's got Randy Moss. So, but the question is, do you think Randy Moss wasn't a choir boy himself?
I agree.
Do you think Randy, we're gonna make you wait? That'll be the first time.
I don't think both of them get it.
I don't think both of them get in at the same time. So, would T.O. get in?
I think T.O. gets in this year.
And would they tell Randy, you had some issues too with not letting you be a first ballot Hall of Fame?
It's a possibility. I see that happen. It's a very strong possibility. I see that happen. They got to stop doing this, man. Because these guys have, they base, the Hall of Fame make me sick because they like to base on your personal image. If you doing this, doing that, how your character was in the locker room. I understand, okay, they might have caused some trouble, whatever. But at the end of the day, the guys went out there and put numbers on the board, man. They put up numbers. I mean, Hall of Fame numbers, man.
But it's always been there with the wide receiver.
Wide receiver always have to wait.
You think Art Monk. When he left Washington, when he left the NFL, he was a leading receiver. It took him a long time to get
Yeah.
Chris Carter took 6 times.
Chris Carter,
Michael Irvin,
and Bullet Bob Hayes. Bullet Bob Hayes changed the NFL.
I agree.
He changed the offense in the NFL, and shoot, Bullet Bob Hayes got in in 2000.
In 2000.
I agree, but we talking T.O. and Randy Moss. I mean, you're a Cowboy fan, right?
Yeah, I'm a big Cowboy.
So you want to talk about Randy Moss right now?
I'm just saying.
He thinks he should be in, but he just saying what
I think what they will when they say will they let T.O. that's gonna be the question because Randy Moss wasn't a choir boy.
Absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying? So they put him, in the same category as T.O. was his first ballot. See that's the key. A lot of people understand first ballot Hall of Famer. And that means something.
It should mean something. This panel is a 48-person panel. It's a bunch of writers, so it's not the player, not ex-player, which I think should be ex-players and coaches. Because who would know better than what it takes to be a Hall of Famer than ex-players and coaches? Not 48 damn writers who probably ain't never put on a damn helmet. I think T.O. gets in. I don't think both of them get in. I'll be shocked if they both got in. Because like I say, once again, the receiver thing. Because if you put Randy Moss in and you leave T.O. out, that is so wrong on so many levels. Maybe it's the third time.
That'd be the second time that a receiver to win again.
Because Marvin Harrison was in the first year. And I think it would just be the biggest embarrassing. But out of the name, we named 5. Let me go ahead and give you the locks. Ray Lewis.
Coon.
Oh no!
Coon.
No.
Come on,
no, I ain't gonna do that. I'm not discrediting you. I only see, if I'm looking at this, but see, I'm looking at it from my perspective. If I'm doing this is my lock. Ray Lewis, Randy Moss, T.O., Brian Dawkins. I put Anna Fallon because Anna Fallon is probably one of the best guards to ever play the game.
Yeah, I agree.
So that would be my 5. If you had a 5 if you could vote and you have a lot, what your 5 would be?
Of course, Ray Lewis, T.O. Who else we got? Ray Lewis, T.O. Randy Moss, of course. Brian Dawkins. And but this Dawkins what?
It's second
year. Let's see. Urlacher, but
see, because that's a tough one.
From a linebacker standpoint, Urlacher, what's it?
He's a really, he's
a good linebacker.
He's really good.
It's like Ray Lewis.
That's wild. Yeah, go both linebackers at the same time. Your 5, you could, if you were picking this, your 5.
If I was picking, Adam Fenneker. He deserves it. Man, this is a tough one. I'm actually gonna go with I always had a hard time pronouncing this guy name. Kevin White.
He was really good.
Wow. Randy Moss, T.O. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna go with Adrian James.
So you have Ray Lewis, the greatest good linebacker ever. Don't let your person. See, there you go. You let your person. See, you let your person. You just hate everybody. No.
You should say Ray Lewis first.
Yeah. The fact that you let your person. That's the same difference. It's biases. You hate it because it's personal reasons.
I just don't. Both y'all with Ray Lewis. I just want to do this.
No. See, that's another damn problem. Why are we voting? Some of the Hall of Famer, we all should vote. This crap with the baseball gets my damn nerve. Nobody ever got 100% because some idiot got they'll vote for this guy. No, if you're a Hall of Famer, everybody's vote for this damn guy. Everybody's vote. You should vote regular, stop the damn personal biases that you just lied about. Anthony James. Anthony James is not a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer, man. The Hurricane.
Yeah, he's not a Hall of Famer. Anthony James is not a Hall of Famer, by the way. He's not a Hall of Famer. I like Anthony James. He's not a Hall of Famer. About to get out of here, man. Sentell and Terry, man. Y'all know that's my homeboy Winsworth, my boy Buck Thomas. Before we leave, let's give our Super Bowl picks one more time and score before we get out of here.
New England 35-10.
New England 31-24.
31-24. I picked the big score too. I'm gonna come back down. Nah, just kidding. I go 31. I'm gonna still go 31-17. New England. Brady gets the 6th Super Bowl. So everybody should watch on Sunday. Should be a fun, exciting game. Halftime show. Justin Timberlake. Favorite Justin Timberlake song. You got one?
I'm not watching it.
You're not watching Justin
I'm not
Timberlake.
watching
Favorite Justin Timberlake song?
Who?
Justin Timberlake.
Who?
Justin Timberlake.
Oh.
Now you don't have to.
Don't pull the movie out.
Just like great artist, but anyway, everybody tune in Sunday, man. Check it out. I'll be back next Monday. Reaction Monday. I'll break down the Super Bowl, what happened. You can call in, tell me I was wrong, where I was right at, and whatever else you want to do, Eagle fan. But we will see you Monday. This has been Sentell's Intel. We are out.
You think you're bringing Janet with?
Janet. Oh yeah, last time. I was on.
Nice. Yeah. I didn't even apologize to her. He ripped the titty out, remember?
That was a mouth. Just to make phones.
Right. He did for it, right?
That was supposed to rip, but not her.
I mean, she left her alone to take care of you.
No, actually, that was the first time. A lot of people understand that the reason the big thing about it was it wasn't just Timberlake's fault. It wasn't Janet Jackson's fault. It was the TV station that was running. They did not have. That's the first time the NFL did not have a delay. Everybody saw it.
I was like,
so that's what really happened.